Okay, man. Today is August 10th, 2026, Monday morning, 7:09 a.m. Central Standard Time. I made a couple of recordings, man, since I got ready to leave Texas Courthouse over here off of Harry Hines. Because, I sat there all through the night, man. I came and left for work, came out here, train and bus, and got off the bus and started walking down to Motel 6. There was some white dude came out of nowhere, started walking like ahead of me a little bit. Looked like he was a drug addict, or somebody was walking in front of me. And I said, hey, bro, you got ID, man? I'll pay you a little something if you get a room from me. He said, no, he ain't got it. So he just stopped, let me pass by, and then stood there and started messaging somebody. Went down to the Motel 6, asked a few people if they could do it for me. They couldn't. Asked the lady off a thing. She said she couldn't work with me without my real ID. Left there as I was coming down the service road coming back. I noticed they had another white dude standing at the corner. You know, he got a backpack, another drug addict, probably a homeless person. That's these people that use them to try to railroad them. But I just walked on by and came over to the Texas Courthouse, went in there and played poker all night. You know, they let me put my suitcase, I set it and whatever. And pretty much I ended up losing all my money. So when I came out and was leaving, I saw this black dude. Well, I didn't see him right away. I came over and came to the bus stop. Then when something told me to turn around and look, and I saw this black dude got the long plaits or dreads, whatever you want to say. No shirt, backpack. I seen him before. He's a drug addict, or either, homeless, both, or whatever. Last time I had came over here before, probably a week ago or something, a couple of days ago, whatever, he was outside on the backside. When I walked by, he asked me for drugs, gold, and all that. I said, I don't do all that. I ain't selling none of that. But I turn around and see him coming from this way. It's like they pop out of nowhere because they know where all my whereabouts are, where I'm going thing. So they let me know that a motherfucker was waiting for me to leave to try to send him to act like they're doing something, or to act like I'm doing something. They keep sending them at me to, approach me, he asked me for a bowl again. He $80. I ain't got nothing. I ain't selling nothing either. So I walked back into the Texas Courthouse to go tell security. A black bald head guy that's on this morning. And Amber was leaving. That's the white Caucasian chick that works there. She was leaving. And I said, Amber been here too all night with me. So they got some weird shit going on. But I told security guard about it. He said, yeah, man, if you feel some type of way, just tell security guard, some lady. And it'll be all right. I said, I don't think it's a threat physically. I'm just letting you know because I need people to know because there's been some weird shit going on for a minute now. Just like over there at the Off Street, my items that came up, it's not the backpack that I had, my boots, my shades, my reading glasses, soap, body wash, probably some other things, maybe someone just didn't, I don't know, cool. I had it in Rough House van, so I feel like he's supposed to take care of it. But, I had been suspicious of some things anyway. I know Rough House from prison. But I do recall him saying out the blue something about when I walked up and said, why am I old ass nigga? I said, what you talking about? And he kind of changed so because sometimes people conscious, they know they doing something from fuck shit, something they done join the team with some fuck shit. He'll feel guilty, but I wouldn't put it past nobody at this point because everybody on the trade and try to sell me out and frame me and shit. But then I was thinking about, when I went to DFW airport last night, the night before, when I slept there, some white people that came to sit down around where I was at in the area I was at, Terminal E. And I recall it was like four of them, it was like two dudes, there's one white girl, she sat on the side of me. She said, we had missed our flight, some Chicago. And she said, it's not like we're homeless or anything. I thought they were shooting a slug. But I remember she's like, I'm just with, it's like my dad and someone else. I don't know if it's an older lady or whatever. And them two and some person, right? So really supposed to be in their phone. But I remember when she had stood up, there was some other white dudes like behind me. They was all around. She's like, yeah, bro, something. In my mind, I documented that. I remember that. I thought, I didn't say it to her because I don't want to confrontate, but I remember thinking to myself, I thought you said you was just y'all before. So anyway, something just got going on. I don't know. Then when I went out to Fort Worth, same shit everywhere I go, man. Whether the train, bus, you know, there's people shouted me when I was in Fort Worth too, at the subway over there, you know, the Greyhound and the train all right there. So, like I say, coming back at the Motel 6, the white dude doing acting weird too, texting somebody after I had passed. Came back, there's another white dude at the corner, acting like he's looking for somebody. There's no reason to be. But anyway, yeah, my point is like, I'm just trying to be safe, so I'm gonna upload this video. You know, also them phones, that SE iPhone thing that the white dude had traded me for, the Moto 26 that I had, that he traded me for last week, or however many days ago when I was at the bridge when I went into the shower. I thought I was winning because it was a iPhone, but they say it's going out next month, out of service. iPhone SE2, second, whatever. I ended up thinking to myself, man, he might, you know, I didn't think about it then, you know, but that Moto 26 I don't have. This is the Moto 25. I had just bought this and, you know, got it activated, but then I changed my number, and then when they cut off the service, when I called Total Verizon, they claimed like there's nothing they could do. I was recording at first. It was like, we don't got, give me the number that's on the phone. I gave him the number. Give me the IME. Gave him the IME. He said, I can't find either one of them. It was a woman. And I said, okay, I know, I'm letting you know. Hold on, say it again. I'm recording this call. Then she switched up. I said, okay, we got access. But then she said she still couldn't activate the phone. So, you know, like, man, I ain't doing no prepaid no more. So I went and bought a Samsung that an authorized Verizon dealer. Hold on. And that was weird too, because when I went to get the Samsung, this was here, and initially he was saying, oh, I can't, if you don't have an ID, it's nothing I could do, such and such. And then I remember some Hispanics came in, and he said, basically, do you understand Spanish? And he was like, said something, and then I was like, okay, here he comes. I just started saying some shit, wild shit. So they went ahead and left. And that's when he changed, I don't know. The lady said, you know what? I can't give you a phone. And then that's when he gave me the Samsung. I think I just showed it to you. Samsung A17. My thing is, I don't know how they doing or what they doing. All I know is conspiracy type shit going on. I just heard someone say something a little bit before I left the courthouse. They said something about some more shit. Illuminati, Vinci Code. They was just talking among themselves, but you know, I'll be reading into shit. I'll be thinking, you know, I don't know. I mean, I done did all I can do, and I continue to try to protect myself. You know, report all this shit many times, multiple times. You know, somebody want to railroad me, man. They want to put me away. You know? But anyway, I'm gonna upload the video real quick.